If
I
y'all
know,
if
right?
y'all got some other things y'all want to discuss, feel free. It's Friday Night Live, no topics off limit. But I have to discuss
Yeah.
this story real quick.
Oh yeah, y'all niggas stole all the meat. I
Did you
don't want
see
none of
that
that.
shit, bro? Did you see that shit?
Y'all niggas, hey, I need that plug, man. And I'm
Thank
down in
you.
Texas,
That's
man, but
why the
that need that
motherfucking meat.
plug.
That's why the meat's so damn expensive now. Hold on, let me play this shit for you. This is some local shit. But
That was some man. That's some house of poetry. No, that was
this
a no, sir. That was a multi-state, sir.
well, I know, but I'm saying it happened here too. Some of the people involved in the crime is
Man, I want some of that house of poetry meat, man.
hold on,
Whoa.
let me play it. I'm gonna hit mute. Hit mute everybody.
Okay. Hold on.
Investigators say thieves stole about $9 million worth of beef and pork from packing plants. Now, 3 people are in custody. Homeland Security tracks semi-trailer thefts in Nebraska, Iowa, and 4 other states. The Lancaster County Sheriff called the operation brazen.
The cost of that stolen meat has to be made up by the producers, and so that just jacks up the price of other meat that they sell. And it's good to get an enterprise of this magnitude stopped.
All 3 suspects are from Florida. Law enforcement recovered 3 trailers.
That's how good that house of poetry and Phil's Foodway and Chubb's meat is, and I'm trying to tell y'all, man, because they came all the way from Florida to come and steal that good old house of poetry chicken feet meat and that rat soup. Yeah, they needed some of them rat wings for that old
Not
rat
the
soup.
rat soup, bro.
Yeah,
Not the
the
rat
rat soup.
soup.
Yeah, they gotta have that rat knuckle soup. Yeah,
You hear about that though, Sislo? Like, oh, that
Girl,
yeah.
where's the beef?
Where's the beef? That's where it
that's
went.
all that.
They hit the Dakotas, the
Where? Oh yeah,
Nebraskas.
Wendy's. That
That's how you do it.
man, it was like 5 states.
3
But
Oh
what the
people.
God.
fuck? Like, how do you sell underground meat? Like, how does this work? Because it got to be
So this is
selling
how it works.
underground.
I'll tell you a little real true story. There's an old man. They from down here, right, Texas. Now, he had, I think he had, let's see, I know he got some daughters, but I believe he had 5 sons.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, I think they up in Washington or Oregon now, but they are the second biggest producer, like ranches in the country. Okay, make a long story short, he sent all of his children to the top agriculture universities. Texas A&M being one, University of Nebraska, I think it's Kearney with the agriculture being another. The other one was Iowa State, no, Kansas State, I think. Another one was Minnesota, and I think the other one was, I think Iowa State or somewhere. But basically, those are top agriculture producing schools. And when you got one child that's a geneticist, the other one is a producer, the other one is a manufacturer, the other one is the biz, got the master and doctorate in business. You basically can, in that kind of industry, when you got them kind of plugs and somebody's stealing that kind of amount of meat, that could be for insurance purposes as well. You see what I'm saying? Because see, you gotta
I didn't think
understand down.
about that.
See down here, you gotta understand. Like if you get caught taking somebody's cow or livestock, that starts off the fine as $10,000 a head. So imagine if they was getting fined on over $9 million worth of doggone lost product of meat at $10,000 a head down here in Texas. You know how big that fine would be? We're talking about tens of millions. And it's gonna get paid or you'll never see daylight again. Well, you'll never see the concrete streets again. Yeah, it goes down like that, man. Agriculture is a big, everything is about to be $1 trillion business eventually. But agriculture is that you got to think, says who controls he who controls the oil controls the people. He controls the world, but he who controls the 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 people controls the land. So if you got control of the people, I'll tell you what you can and can't eat. Well, I'm gonna give y'all this. I'm gonna give y'all this select meat while I eat this prime USDA. And this prime USDA is still second choice because I'm getting fresh cut off. I'm talking about the cow and the lamb and the sheep and the goose and the dog and the goat. They heart just stopped beating about 5.5 milliseconds ago. I get the fresh. Rigor mortis can't even sit in on that meat. That's what they get. When you want to talk about fine and pure cuts.
Well, I want me a meat bundle like Mario said in the chat.
Hey, on the strip, I mean, you got to think, man. So imagine how many decades and centuries that shit been going on longer than we all been living. That's just how they manipulate and play the rules. I mean, you know why? Because hey, they created it, they made it, so they can manipulate the rules. And so for somebody to get away with that many meat bundles, that was an inside job as well because you were taking trailers. You just can't just pull up to a motherfucking damn reefer trailer, a 53-foot trailer, 45-foot meat trailer, locker, probably monitoring everything.
$9 million.
$9 million worth of doggone
frozen beef. $9 million
in a matter of a short term period. You just pulled up on some shit with your BOL. That means that you had your delivery dockets and everything, and just whoop, whoop, hook right on up, hook them airlines up, and just dip.
They didn't have no guns. They didn't have
nothing. Sus. You know how many motherfuckers, man? Do you know how many people that we can feed with $9 million worth of meat?
Oh, I need about 50 million deep freezers.
No, I'm just saying though. You know how many? You know what kind of warehouse it would? I wouldn't say nothing to nobody. You muted yourself. You muted yourself, sir.
My bad. I would take a whole city of motherfucking warehouses for $9 million. $9 million.
That's a lot of meat.
That's a lot of meat.
And most of it was beef. That's why it cost that much. Ain't no pork gonna cost that much.
We talking about steaks.
You talking about cow? You talking about whole cows, half cows, quarter cows,
roast and everything. Oh my
roast,
God.
chuck roast, everything, loins, broilers, London broils, briskets. Everything. I mean, you name it. Top sirloin, chuck. Yes. A barbacoa, they you know down here that's deep. Give me the head of the cow. They cook it all.
Yeah, they cook it all.
They pluck them eyeballs out because that's delicacy. Because the eyeballs and all that stuff and tongue is bought out before everything is even prepared. That's a delicacy down here.
Yeah,
real shit. They pay big. I mean, you can be like, oh, I'm about to get a foreclosure on my home. But you got you a couple of steers, some good healthy 2 or 3 steers, man, with some good old heads on them and some meat.
Saved.
Oh, your home is saved because they're gonna give you cash. Oh, you accept cash, my friend? Or hey, amigo, I got mucho dinero. Oh, mucho dinero. What you want to talk about? Oh, for that cow head, how much you need? I tell you what, my friend, I'll give you 5,000 cash right now. I'll give you 50. I'll give you 50 Ben Franks.
I don't know though. If it just seems like it's so much for. I mean, insurance. I'm sure they get paid and stuff, but this sounds like some underground shit. Like some people who probably had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like some people who are naturally just hustlers. And they hustling this motherfucking meat, and they gonna say, "Oh, come on, bro. Okay, we all know from the hood. We done all know somebody from the hood that done stole some meat.
Okay,
stole some meat from work, or they done stole it somehow, and they in the hood. Somebody, I got a box of this. I got a box of that.
That's 4.5 on the black market. If everything was to just be sold outright without no heat, and you just want to get rid of it right now. 4.5 up front between that many states. Okay, if you had about 6 to 7 states involved, or at least about 4 to 5, 6, 7 states involved, there was a lot of people involved. So that 4.5 is like, okay, we'll be okay. But how about let's get all the way right instead of that 4.5? Man, let's try to get this 9 and make that 9 turn into 15 to 18, and then we can all get double.
Yep.
because that meat is not gonna spoil. Because guess what? It's
and
fresh.
I'm gonna stop by my house first. I'm like, baby, buy like 3-4 deep freezers real quick. Yeah, they about $200 each.
Nah,
but
you gonna have to buy more than that, sir.
We about to have about $20,000 worth of meat.
You would have to get a meat locker. I mean, a nice size meat locker.
I'm just saying the portion that we would keep that we wouldn't sell. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I want a trailer. I'm be greedy.
Like,
I want
just give me. I'm just like fill up the whole motherfucking.
But you gotta think, them other 2 trailers we got to get rid of sneaky in the middle of the daytime at night because everybody's looking for them. The state troopers, everybody. So you got to think. I gotta get rid of these damn trailer with the meat in it with these reefers. So I gotta figure this out.
And that's why I'll be at Shopco. I'll be at Walmart. I'll be somewhere buying me some deep freezers. That's
generational meat. If you deep freeze, I guarantee you this. If there was a pandemic that was to last for about 2 or 3 years, you would never have to worry about cooking.
Great.
Beyond straight. You can feed a whole village. You can feed the whole neighborhood.
Even if the electricity was off, we'd be out. I'm gonna start me a damn fire.
The churches. That's what we were trying to figure out. You talking about how to move that meat? The churches. Oh, they ain't gonna say shit. What them niggas gonna say? They gonna put some of that meat besides them topping some of it off the cuts off for themselves. They gonna put that meat up in the. They gonna be giving that meat out in the pantry.
In the services in the pantry.
In the services in the pantry. So that meat will get it. So by the time they been figured out, the church gonna be like, well, we didn't know. We just know it was some good Samaritans. That was they was an anonymous donation. They're gonna be looking at you like, man, now I know you just didn't.
And even if I heard about it on the news, I'd be like, well, shit. By the time y'all get it back, it might not be any good. So
y'all ain't getting it back. It's an insurance write-off. The loss. The underwriters had all. The minute that the insurance company got the contact about the shit has been as a loss, they were already cutting checks to the owners and the producers and manufacturers of that meat already.
Yeah.
It's the law enforcement motherfuckers that want to get they cut because they supposed to get paid in the meat manufacturer. Well, shit, they just told us who stole. They just said the meat was stolen. We got to recover that meat so we can get our commission. Well, you asked out. Somebody told.
Yeah.
We give y'all niggas $100,000 if you tell them who stole all that meat.
I just want a couple of bundles. I just want my deep freezer.
They told the mastermind name, where he live at, his mama name, what city he from, what state he's doing in right now. They told what time that nigga got baptized in what year. That's what they said. Yeah, he was baptized. Matter of fact, he was just rebaptized, made his revows last week. In a church out in Vegas. Yep, sure did, man. You mean tell he got a Vegas baptism? He sure did, man. Oh, matter of fact, he was with his wife and had his mistress out in Vegas, but he had his girlfriend meet him out there from LA. So yeah, it's crazy, man. I got it. Matter of fact, we just smoked some weed. I got the weed man number right now. We can call it.
I want some good old roast. I'm just tasting some roast right now for Sunday dinner with some potatoes.
I'll start a farm actually. That would be another good one too.
Ooh, child, a good old roast in the crock pot.
And Omaha days will be lit. Everybody gonna be fat. Everybody gonna be gassy.